Good morning students, welcome back to my YouTube channel Science with Hemant Rathore. In our previous class, we have seen about some of the chemical reactions. In my last class, we have seen combination reaction, exothermic reaction and decomposition reaction. So my dear students, we have seen about combination reaction. Combination reaction means it is the reaction in which single reactant produce two or more than two products. It is called combination reaction. We have seen the example when coal will burn in the presence of oxygen, it will produce carbon dioxide. And second one, exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means it is the reaction in which heat is released or heat is evolved from the particular process. It is called exothermic reaction. For example, respiration reaction which takes place inside the cell. And third one, we have seen decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction means it is the reaction in which single reactant convert into two or more than two products. It is called decomposition reaction. And we have also seen three different types of decomposition reaction. First one is light decomposition reaction. Second one is electricity or electric current decomposition reaction. And third one is thermal decomposition reaction. So my dear students, these three reactions we already seen, and one more thing I want to tell you, this endothermic reaction is also a part of decomposition reaction. We will see endothermic reaction in this particular video. So my dear students, endothermic reactions in which energy is absorbed are known as endothermic reactions. For example, decomposition reactions which require energy either in the form of heat, light or electricity come in this category. So we can say that all that reaction in which energy is absorbed in any form such as heat, light or electricity are came in the category of endothermic reactions, where endo means inside and thermic means heat. So we can say that the particular reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. For example, we can take the example of iron sulfate or ferrous sulfate in which heat is absorbed by FeSO4 and it will be dissociate or decompose into Fe2O3 ferric oxide, SO2 sulfur dioxide and SO3 sulfur trioxide. You can take the screenshot of this given content. Our next reaction is displacement reaction, a reaction in which more reactive element, any metal, displace less reactive element, any metal or non-metal, from their salts. This reaction is called displacement reaction. Now I will explain this reaction with the help of activity, that is activity number 1.9. In this activity, first point is take 3 iron nails and clean them by sandpaper. Okay, we will take 3 iron nail and we have to clean it with the help of sandpaper, because we know that in iron nail there is a layer of iron oxide is deposited, so we have to first clean it with the help of sandpaper. Now second, take 2 test tube marked as A and B. In each test tube take 10 ml of copper sulfate solution. So we will take 2 test tube. First test tube is A and second one is B, and in this both the test tube we will take same amount of copper sulfate. Now next is tie 2 iron nails with a thread and immerse them carefully in the solution in test tube B for about 20 minutes. Keep 1 iron nail aside for comparison. So in this 3 iron nail, 2 iron nail we will dissolve or we will just hang, okay, immerse. We will immerse in the solution of test tube B. Now next point, after 20 minutes take out the iron nail from that copper sulfate solution And fifth one, compare the intensity of solutions of both the test tubes A and B and also compare both iron nails. So if you compare the solution of test tube A and test tube B, the color are different because in the case of test tube A, iron nail was not present, so displacement reaction was not occur, and in the case of test tube B, the color changed because of the presence of iron nail, and because of the presence of iron nail, this iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate and change its color. So for this particular activity we have a reaction, chemical reaction, that Fe means this iron nail, this is iron nail. When this iron nail will be immersed into copper sulfate, that is blue color solution. After the displacement means this iron displaces copper from its particular compound, and after the displacement FeSO4 will form, it is green color solution, and copper will be deposited on the iron nail. So this activity is helpful to explain the displacement reaction. You can take the screenshot of this particular content. So there are some other examples of displacement reaction. Zinc will be reacted with copper sulfate. It will form zinc sulfate plus copper. Copper sulfate is a blue color solution. When we add some zinc granules in copper sulfate solution, it will turn into colorless zinc sulfate solution and copper will be separated out. And next example is lead will be reacted with copper chloride. When lead reacted with copper chloride, it will form lead chloride plus copper. In both the reactions, zinc and lead are more reactive than copper. So in this both reaction, zinc and lead both can displace copper from its salt. So because of that, zinc and lead both are more reactive, and this type of reaction is called displacement reaction. Now we will see our next type of reaction, that is double displacement reaction. You can take the screenshot of this content. So our next type of chemical reaction is double displacement reaction. A reaction in which there is exchange of ions between the reactants are called double displacement reaction. Exchange of ions means we know that all the compounds are made by, generally ionic compounds are made by ions. So here in this reaction, if we take the example, when sodium sulfate react with barium chloride, it will form barium sulfate and sodium chloride. In this reaction, sodium sulfate and barium chloride both are present in the form of solution or present in aqueous state, and barium sulfate will be formed, then it will present in solid state, and sodium chloride will be in aqueous state. Exchange of ion means we can write the equation like that: AB plus CD, it will give AD plus CB. Is it clear? Suppose that here A having plus charge, B having minus charge, C having plus charge, D having minus charge. So in this reaction, ion will be exchanged to each other, like A plus ion will take the place of C plus ion, and C plus ion will take the place of A plus ion. Like that, we will form AD plus CB. The insoluble solid in this reaction, insoluble solid is barium sulfate. The insoluble solid substance formed is known as precipitate. So in this reaction we will include one more reaction, that is precipitation reaction. So the precipitation reaction means any reaction that produces a precipitate can be called precipitation reaction. You can also give the example for precipitation reaction is this example: sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. You can take the screenshot of this given content. So my dear students, our next chemical reaction is oxidation and reduction reaction. In this reaction, we will study about 5 different terms. These 5 terms are oxidation, reduction, oxidized substance, reduced substance, and oxidation, reduction or redox reaction. So first term is oxidation. Gaining of oxygen or losing of hydrogen by any substance takes place. We can say that a reaction in which gaining of oxygen or losing of hydrogen takes place is called oxidation reaction. Second one is reduction reaction. The reaction in which losing of oxygen or gaining of hydrogen takes place by any substance is called reduction reaction. Next is oxidized substance. If a substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen during a reaction, it is called oxidized substance. Fourth one, reduced substance. If a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen during a reaction is called reduced substance. And the last one, redox reaction or oxidation reduction reaction. This redox is made by 2 words, red plus ox, where red means reduction and ox means oxidation. So oxidation reduction reaction means a reaction in which one reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced during a reaction is called redox reaction. We will understand this all the terms with the help of some examples. You can take the screenshot of the given terms. So my dear students, some of the examples of each terms are given here. First one is oxidation. If any substance gain oxygen, it is called oxidation reaction. So in this reaction, copper gaining oxygen and form copper oxide. It is called what? Copper oxide. So in this reaction, copper gaining oxygen and form copper oxide, it is called oxidation reaction. Second one, reduction. In this reaction, copper oxide react with hydrogen and form water and copper. In this reaction, copper oxide losing oxygen. Copper oxide losing oxygen. So this is called reduction reaction. And in other side, hydrogen is gaining oxygen. Is it clear? So we can take the example. Here we can take the example only copper oxide. If we pass hydrogen through this copper oxide, then what happened? Copper will be separated out and water will be formed. So in this reaction, copper oxide change into copper. This particular portion is the example of reduction, because according to the definition I already told you that if any substance loses oxygen or gaining hydrogen is called reduction reaction. Next, oxidized substance. In reaction B, hydrogen getting oxidized. Hydrogen getting oxidized because hydrogen is gaining oxygen from copper oxide. So it is oxidized. And reduced substance, in reaction B, copper oxide getting reduced. So we can say that in this particular substance, copper oxide remove oxygen, and we know that if any particular substance remove, then it become reduced, and the particular reaction is called reduction reaction. And the last one is redox reaction. The reaction in which both the oxidation and reduction reaction takes place is called redox reaction. In this example, CuO plus H2. In this example, two reactions are takes place, oxidation also, reduction also. The reaction here, copper oxide change into copper, it is called reduction because losing of oxygen. And here hydrogen convert into water, So here oxygen is gaining, so it is called oxidation reaction. Now you can take the screenshot of the given content. So my dear students, my last topic of this chapter is, have you observed the effects of oxidation reactions in everyday life? Yes, we have seen many different changes in our everyday life. For example, in monsoon season, if we put iron nails or any iron object on the roof, after some time we will see a layer or coating of brown color substance on that particular surface of the object. So this particular phenomenon is also related with the oxidation reduction reaction. So oxidation reaction, we know that it is the particular reaction in which any substance getting oxidized. So in these two particular observation, first phenomenon we will see corrosion. When a metal is attacked by substance around it, such as moisture, acids, etc., it is said to corrode, and this process is called corrosion. Is it clear? Suppose that if any iron object or any metal object will come in the contact of acid, moisture, air, etc., it is called what? Corrosion, and the particular substance getting corroded. For example, rusting of iron. Okay. And the next one is rancidity. When fats and oils are oxidized in any food stuff, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. This phenomenon is called rancidity. For example, potato chips give bad odor when it live in air. Is it clear? If you suppose that if you purchase any food stuff like chips, if you release it in the air openly, freely, then what will happen? After some time, the particular odor or bad smell coming out from that particular vapor bag. So this particular phenomena is called what? Rancidity. So these two particular phenomena are based on oxidation reaction. You can take the screenshot of this given content. So my dear student, this is question of the day. You have to take the screenshot of this particular question and give the answer of this question in comment box. If you really like my class, then please subscribe my channel Science with Hemant Rathore, and please press the like button which is given in that particular video and share it with your friends and other members. Thank you so much.